This video is brought to you by Sony. Learn what happens when artists meet engineers.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a SimCity conversation. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside Mr. Reviews, Dan Stapleton.
Your other host.
Yeah, your other host. How you doing?
I'm all right, Greg.
The day's finally come, Dan. SimCity, offline play, local saves, supports mods. Give me in a nutshell, what does all this mean, though?
Well, the day isn't quite here yet. They just announced that the day is close at hand. We cannot yet play SimCity offline. We cannot yet mod it in any significant way.
They're testing it. They're testing
all
of this.
They are. And this is the 10th update they're coming out with, which will allow you to play single player offline, which is something that all of us have wanted since day one, since before day one. Yeah. I still remember being at the event where they told us, it's like, it requires always online.
And everyone's face was
it's like, wait, really? What?
Yeah. This is before the Xbox One catastrophe. We didn't know yet. We are more naive people back then. So that makes sense. I can wrap my head around that. Mods, however, I can make my own buildings now?
Well, probably not you.
Yeah, I'm done.
Not me either.
Yeah. The talented people out there.
Right. Talented people will probably be able to make their own builds. We don't know the extent yet of all
a bunch
of
rules got released, of course, though. You can't jeopardize the integrity of the gameplay or harm the experience for others. You can't phone in fake multiplayer features. You can't infringe on copyrights, which is obviously going to be the first thing people infringe on. Get me my Daily Planet building I want. But normal modding stuff, it seems like.
Yeah, and it'll all be the typical stuff. It'll be interesting to see how they control it, like how they enforce those rules.
Yeah.
Because like every game in theory has those rules. Like you're not supposed to be able to play as Iron Man in Skyrim, but you can.
But you do it.
So yeah, it depends on whether they're going to institute any kind of like centralized mod kind of thing, like Steam Workshop, where you'll be able to go on there and download mods that they control.
That'd be cool.
Certain Sims sites do stuff like that. I don't believe that EA does do that with the Sims 3 stuff. Like I don't think they have a central mod database.
Sure.
So it'll be kind of interesting to see how they control that, because modding you can't really control very well.
So the big question here, Dan, is this too late? You know, SimCity launched, it didn't work, people got freaked out, and then they said it's impossible to add offline, and now offline plays here.
Right. Well, I think it depends on too late for what and too late for who. It all depends on how angry you are at them, if you're going to hold a grudge, basically. Because when it came out, the servers were a mess, but when it worked, it was still pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like in my review, I called it a really fun toy attached to a barely functional game, and I think that's still true. The gameplay itself is kind of inherently handicapped by the city size, which they have said they are not going to increase.
Yeah, just like they said they want to put offline play in, right? I'm hoping update 11, big old cities.
And it is very possible that somebody will mod it in.
Right.
So, but that'll be a ways off once people take it apart and figure out how it works and put it back together.
Yeah.
That'll still require a higher end computer than you need right now. But I don't know. It's too late for what is the question.
Okay.
And too late for who? I mean, anyone can still buy this game and still have a good time with it, if you're willing to let bygones be bygones, and like if you're not enraged enough. And a lot of the rage out there is justified. Some of it is kind of over the top, but
it's the internet. That's what we do, right?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you gonna let bygones be bygones? Let us know in the comments, man. Then make sure you share this video with your friends. Then make sure you keep coming back to IGN for all your SimCity news. Like, when is all of this coming out? I don't know, but I'll be watching the site to find out.